Let us go deeper into the question of morality. Let us try to see how we can describe the moral dimension. Now, when we were little children, we were quite selfish and we were self-centered. That's normal, that's okay. That happens to all children. But then we grow up, okay? And as we grow up, we are taught many things by our parents, our teachers, our friends, by many others. We were taught how to live with other people, how to live with others. We had to learn how to relate with others. We had to step out of being self-centered, and we had to learn how to live with others. So there was a move from self-centeredness to a life of living with others. We grew up, we matured, moving out of self-centeredness to being relational. So we realize that we are not the only persons in this world. We say, I am not the only person in this world. There are other people too. And therefore, it is not only my desires and interests that are important, there are also the desires and interests of other people. We can say that the sense of morality begins here when we start moving out of self-centeredness and we begin to recognize the presence, the importance, the significance of other people. But then let us move on. We see that there are moments in life when we face serious issues. There are serious situations that affect us personally, and there are serious situations that affect the world around us. There are situations where we see that there is the telling a lie, or situations of cheating, situations of corruption, situations of violence, situations of destroying the health, situations of destroying the environment. We see injustice in the workplaces, in many places, in many parts of the world. We see injustice being done to children. What we realize in these situations and in many similar situations is that human dignity is violated. Human dignity is not respected. Something inhuman is happening, and we cannot accept that. We are faced with situations that are unacceptable. We cannot accept them because they are violations to our human dignity. They are violations to human fulfillment. They do not respect our being human. Now, in front of a situation where humanity is violated, we are now faced with real moral issues. In such a situation, we are really faced with a moral issue. The situation is now about morality. Now, sometimes we might think that this is a return to being selfish because we are concerned about human fulfillment. And if we are concerned about human fulfillment, are we not thinking of our own self-fulfillment? It is not correct to say that morality is a return to being selfish. Actually, the moral level has a different form from selfishness. On the level of moral concern, we are not returning to the level of being selfish and self-centered. Morality is concerned about what a human person should do in certain situations. Therefore, it is not about what do I want or what do I prefer. It is about what a person should do, what is a properly human action. So in morality, in the moral level, we are thinking of the fulfillment of what is truly human, the fulfillment of what is truly proper to a human person. It is not the fulfillment of what I want, but it is the fulfillment of what is truly human. So we move out of being self-centered and we continue to look at the human dimension. We want to accomplish and fulfill this human dimension. Now, when we go into morality, we might have to decide and act against our own preferences. We might have to decide and act against what we prefer and what we want and what we feel we want. But we have to act. We should act. In morality, we should act. We will act because we know that it is not just about our preferences. We know that we should act. We should, because it is an action that is properly human. We know that it is properly human to act that way. That is morality. Let's take an example. Let us say that there is a girl and she wants to steal money. We ask, can we think of stealing as an act that all humans will do? Can we say that stealing is something that all humans should do? No, we cannot make stealing an act that all humans will be allowed to do. We cannot say that all humans should steal. And therefore, stealing cannot be a moral act. Now, this girl says she wants to be honest. We can make being honest as an act that all humans will be allowed to do. We can say that all humans should be honest. Honesty is something that fulfills what is truly human. It is not a violation of what is truly human. And therefore, when a person wants to be honest, the person is moving towards the level of fulfilling what is truly human. That is morality. Honesty is moral because it is what every person should do. Honesty is a fulfillment of being human. Stealing cannot necessarily be considered moral because in stealing, we may be violating our human dignity. It is not a fulfillment of our being human. So to put it simply then, morality happens when we move out of self-centeredness and we turn towards being relational. When we decide and act according to what should respect human dignity and what should promote human fulfillment. We do a moral act and we know it is what every human being should do. Now let's try it out. Look at the different experiences that we have in life. Look at the following, for example, and see if each can be considered moral or not.